confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
The score, Colts 7, Steelers 0.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Wentz. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, here's Fournette. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Flush to his right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Let's get it. Let's go. Mikey, 18. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shit. Hey.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
The tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You're trapped.
Burt sets up to throw it. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Colts 7, Steelers nothing.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. the gun. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays where he's looking to assess blame, okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Check 31, check 31. Watch twist, watch twist.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Tighten up. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Fournette on the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3, check 3.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
to Mike Burton.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Hurts. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Wheel back in on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run with Fournette. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Check. Crunch. And we're going 37.
Throwing is Hurts. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
A 39-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the Colts first down.
To throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10, Taylor now. He's to the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. The give to Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Blankenship's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Haley set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check, lucky. Ball check. It's a safety cream. Kill. Riggs. He's checking.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Mine's 59. Let's go. Kick that.
off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 4 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
3rd down.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now a give to Taylor. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The ball carrier.
Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Steelers 10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Second down. Here's Hurts. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Hurts. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's complete. Okure-Buna. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Colts.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Colts 31. Steelers 10.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That's complete right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Colts 38, Steelers 10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Kill. Chef. Check,
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this second and 9. Hurts. He'll find Lindsay here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. But they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, alert.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Albert Okuevuna, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Colts 38, Steelers 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.